Hey, from North Carolina. Welcome in. Thank you. And thank you for watching. Thank you. Hey, hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Alicia, are you from Arizona? You from Michigan? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I have a lot of clients from Michigan. Yes, that I've been doing for years. We like close friends. Yeah, because you know I'm from Chicago too, so it's like we next door. Love that. I've been out here 14 years though. How about you? You about the same? About 13? Wow. Uh, from everywhere, especially during the pandemic. Mm-mm. I know, right? And then boom. Yeah, everybody. I had people messaging me. I'm thinking about moving to Arizona. I'm like, why? Uh-huh. Certain people. Say where you at. Mm-hmm. Yep. So they'll either come here or go to Texas. Mm-hmm. Really? Wow. Wow. Austin. I was out there last summer for a few weeks, but it wasn't that many black people. I mean, I didn't see any, but maybe probably it was because where I was at. I don't know, but yeah. How old is your oldest daughter? Okay, my youngest is 21. Girl, the one in here in the room doing hair, she will be 21 next month. Yeah, my oldest is 26. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah. Did she end up doing hair while she was there at HBCU? Because I know sometimes it'll come in handy there. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, dang. Yeah. 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 Oh, that's good. Yeah. You be the same way, huh? Yeah. I think it's like that in any type of service industry. And I think that it does take a lot of tenacity to be able to deal with, you know, people and, you know, you got some people that are never satisfied, and it's hard because my daughter, she goes through stuff all the time and we talk about it and we talk through it. Because, some clients can be mean too, you know what I mean? Or not give you a chance or, whatever. Uh, yeah. 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 There's a lady in here, over here in the suites that does that for prom and weddings and stuff. Yeah. I think she's like retired and she does it like on the side or something. But I always see her face, girl. She look irritated every time I see her. But she an older white lady. I just be like, ooh, they giving her the run around, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that ain't how it work. You gotta get in. Hmm. Oh yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Is that kind of more so your passion, or just like a really a hobby of yours that you just love to do? Okay, just for your own stuff. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. 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 You just want to do the sewing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The other stuff that comes with the business. Yeah. And see, I love doing braids and stuff, but I also love the back office stuff. Like I have a certification with QuickBooks. I'm a pro advisor. I do bookkeeping on the side, but I have a degree in accounting. You know what I mean? So I like that stuff too. And when I stopped braiding, I was like, that's what I'm gonna be doing is the taxes and the bookkeeping and stuff. But I feel you because it's a lot. You got to be everything. Yeah. 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 Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. So you end up not charging your worth and then you end up booked and busy, but you ain't making no money for real or not enough for your time. It's so funny that you say that because so me and one of my clients, we do a podcast, right? Every week. And our topic on Thursday was, are you booked and busy or are you just sustaining and it just looked like that? And my friend, she was saying the whole time, she said, we got to stop doing business with our hearts. She said, we got to stop doing business with our hearts. I said, whoa. Mhm. Ah. Yeah, she does have beautiful hair. Thank you guys. Right. 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 Yeah. But then you spending all those hours making dresses and seaming and doing all this. Tired.
and then and you allow payments, and they don't even do that right. So and I said, I said, I'm having to hunt people down and all that. I'm like, do you want the dress or not? Do you know?
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple now. I'm like,
Dang.
I'm gonna have to call them or text
And you
today.
can't really resell it, right? Because it seemed like specifically for them.
So what I
Yeah.
learned from that in past years, I kind of get to a threshold where okay, let me start. But like this one client, I know for sure. I probably shouldn't have it started. I should have just said, you know what, no. But I sprang from my heart, and I said, okay, that was December. And
Hmm.
I'm like, this is the payments we said. I'm gonna let you do monthly to help y'all out.
Hmm.
Don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Don't hear nothing. And I'm like, okay, had to hunt down for messaging reminders, January payment, ghost me.
Mm.
And then February, oh, I forgot. Can I send it next week? So now we into February.
Exactly.
But I'm like, now February finna be over with
And then you got March coming.
and promise April.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm like, I gotta figure something out. And my
Yeah.
husband was like, you need to figure that out today. Be
Okay.
back home so you can message her and say, look, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
So
Cause that ain't gonna work.
I got another client who they booked in December, got a fabric, but then ghosted for a long time till February. Taxes. She's like, you
Hmm.
ain't my mom right now. And then
Hmm.
the fabric she wanted wasn't staying no more.
Yeah.
So I ordered something else. And then I said, this is what they have. Prime is coming fast, so we need to get something. And this still looks good, all that. And she said, I want the other one though.
Yeah.
I said, it's not available.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it wasn't me, it was you. Because
Yeah.
you ghosted me for 2 months. So
Yeah.
my husband was like, you scratch that and give her back less. And that's another thing. When I refund somebody, even though I shouldn't,
Hmm.
he's mad because I give him all their money back. And then I lose out
Oh
on what
yeah, you lost out on your time and everything.
yeah, he was like, yeah, you're not doing that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so I don't know, but I just know it's my last season. That's what I do know. If I can get through it.
Yeah. Alicia, you got this hair from Amazon, right?
Yes, two different pieces. One was a Beauty Queen and the bottom.
Okay. One is Beauty Queen, and then this one. Somebody asked in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
But she got it from Amazon, guys. And we got three bundles. So it's like it's not 150 strands, like one it counts like 135, 135 strands total. So she doesn't want it too full, so it's gonna work perfectly.
Awesome.
Yes. I am located in Phoenix, Arizona. That is crazy. I used to do the same thing though, like if somebody was mad about their hair or something,
Mm-hmm.
like or I got a complaint, I would refund them the whole,
Yeah.
the whole thing. But I would literally be like, okay, you can no longer book with me though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna refund you and then you come back
Right.
and you don't give me a chance to fix it or,
Mm-hmm.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Thank you
And I hate
guys.
this year. I'm trying to not move as fast and think it all the way through before I like, okay, because you're right. Like my prime, I bought the fabric already. All this has happened, so
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm like, so you don't understand that it was you, like, but I'm like, man,
Hmm.
I think fabric just, you know what I'm saying? It just everything is always available.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah, it was Beauty Queen and we don't know the name of the other one, the little orange box. And if that business would pay good, you would be lucrative around prom,
Oh yeah,
especially since how they are now. You know how they want to go all out.
that's what my husband said. If we was in, Dallas, Chicago,
Atlanta. Mhm.
those different areas, and that's I get people from all over the country.
Oh, and then you mailed it to them.
Yeah, we meet virtually. Yep, all over. I can ship it all over, but it's like, yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. Oh.
And I thought that you would less fancy dresses, slower because of the comedy.
Uh-huh.
But I don't really like that. But then then it hit me, hey, so maybe like maybe you can go get a dress from yourself.
Right.
Fashion over she, like I said, and add on to it.
Right. No, I don't have a video doing this, but I'm definitely gonna take that advice and put that on my YouTube channel. I haven't had a chance to really upload any recent videos lately. I just been so busy, but I'm definitely gonna do that, guys. Thank you so much. Candace, when you had prom that year, you ordered your dress from like Texas or something too, didn't you? Oh, Chicago. Okay.
It was custom. Oh, so sad. Mm-hmm. Oh my
She said that she had shipped it, but she didn't never ship the dress, right? Yes, it was a big story. Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. The driver got shot. Yup.
that. Oh, and I think stuff like that is what make it hard for people like me. Because clients get mad at me because for prom, I need your balance paid the month before and the dress is ready to ship. Like I got a dress that's been for 3 days. Her prom is in March. I ain't her mama just goes. I'm like, but then, yeah, it's done. It's done, ready to go. No, I'm waiting for her final payment. But it's like a lot of clients tell me like, why I gotta pay for it within a month? But I'm like, I need to ship it. I want to allow for everything. You know what I'm saying?
You need to try it on.
It's at the last minute, but
Hmm.
people say I do stuff that I shouldn't be doing. When you book with me, I'm gonna send you a sample piece of measuring tape, like everything you need, so we can make sure because I'm not there.
Yeah.
But
That you got all the right measurements.
yeah,
That's the right way to
but
do it.
some people don't. They just look at a picture and be like, "Oh, you look light." So I'm like, "No, I need the mesh like to melt. I need that everything to be perfect."
Yeah.
People do be scared around prime time, though.
Yeah.
It, yeah, and I definitely be turning it down.
Okay.
I be like, no, like I
Yeah.
usually take over 25. I'm like, nah, right now I think I got 12, and I don't even know how I got that. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. And my husband said, why you don't promote around me? I just be off to the side, like, okay, no, yes, but yeah, prom, birthday, wedding, all that. But yeah, yeah, no, yeah. And now I think they're starting to try, but then they be like, wait, how much you charge? I'm like,
Events, yes.
Because even my daughter now, she a senior, she wanted to wear, she wore a basic dress last year that I made literally like what 2 days before because she kept saying she wasn't going. I'm like, this what you want? This baby got all this fabric. It was so basic, but this year she promised me she gonna go bring it up. So I gave it up. She was like, I don't like the people. I'm like, Lord,
Ah.
yeah, yeah. Because she yeah, she said she went to homecoming and she didn't feel like homecoming was and then she was like, why would I go to prom? I'm like, okay. She called love. That's the song.
Mhm. That's that Midwest mentality.
Yeah. Yep. Michigan, right across the lake, Lake Michigan, Ben Harbor.
Right in this though.
Ben Harbor, right across from Chicago. Yep. That's mostly what I know of Chicago. I don't know much about Detroit. But I know Chicago. My sister trying to put me back there. I'm like, no, not me.
Um,
No snow, I can't do it.
I know, right? I don't miss that. Warming up the car. Ugh.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cold what, a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, I am free to turn the heat on. It's like
Okay.
50 something. So I'm like,
That's me.
yeah.
I get
So
in the car, it's 50 something, turning the heat up, and I got the heated seats going.
yep.
And then 15 minutes later, I'm turning all that off
Yeah.
because it's too
I
hot.
was yeah. My son was man, he was like, you making me wear pants and a hoodie. It's gonna be nice by the time I get out of school. I'm like, oh well, you ain't finna get sick. So
Yeah, it's definitely pneumonia weather
yeah,
all the time.
yeah, that's true.
Well, during the winter
The
months.
winter, yeah. And we'll be crying in the summer. So
Okay, when it's hot all day long
yeah.
with no break. You are. You did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing taxes all this morning. Yes, from 8 this morning until 4.
Ooh,
Yeah. Because, sometimes you have to go back and forth with people or missing this or missing that or, yeah, yeah. Or don't let them get back to me right away and I'm already done moved on to another file. So I got to learn how to prioritize with that. Just wait till I'm done with what I'm working with and then go and work on that because bouncing back and forth. I do be taking notes though, as to where I'm at on this or that.
yeah.
But
That's all I try to do. Like yes, work in batches too. Like okay, a little bit.
yes, batching is always good. See you, Candy. Love you.
Bye.
You can leave it open. Ooh, markers. Mm. They say he was on every camera. Every camera that could catch him, he was on it. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yeah, the curl is really pretty. It's gonna turn out really good. He says, I ain't fine. It's like you'll see the evidence when you get in court. uh, look like he don't care. Now he don't want to talk about it. Oh, girl with some blonde miracle knots. It was so pretty.
Oh,
I was
was it?
like, girl, I might have to try that.
I wanted to
I'd be a little scared too.
I don't know nothing about and see me, I don't care about my hair, but it grows and but I think that's why I do
Uh-huh.
it in a nest and then I comb it out
Yeah.
and I make sure that I don't do right.
Yeah.
I saw one you had somebody had like a brownish color.
Hmm.
I was like, I want that. But then I said, what she get that for? Because it wasn't available. I'm like, I know I'm last minute. So
And there was a one that I did that was ombre.
yeah,
Is that the
I
one?
think it was
Had
brown
like
at the bottom.
blonde at the bottom. Yep.
Yep, that
She ordered that on Amazon.
one.
I think that one was the same company as your little orange pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I said, okay, if I had more time, I would have got some color or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm going out of town Thursday, so
Okay.
or Wednesday night. So I was like, yeah, I gotta try to. And then, and of course, as a mom, I forget about me and prom and doing my focus on my daughter. So,
Mm-hmm.
because she was in nationals for cheer, so
Oh, nice.
and I was like, oh shoot, I need my hair cut. I gotta go out and tell my hair cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, okay.
So you did it last minute.
So I
Yeah.
got to town one big hug.
It's okay. 1B is actually really cute.
Yeah, yeah, I know. But then when I get done, like, yay, because again, me in here, I just be like, oh, my hair done, yay. Like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somebody was like, you want triangle? I'm like, what you want? What you want me to do? Just do what you want. I don't.
Yeah.
Do you think them staying around for a long time? Well, not like Knotless is.
Feel like it. I really do because a lot of people can do it themselves, you know? Um, I know, right? But I don't know. I don't know if people will start back going to like boho and stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Like paying the extra money for that. I don't know if they will.
yeah,
So I think we gotta see, right? We
right.
gotta see what happens through the summer
Yeah,
and once the summer over. But I feel like a lot of people are doing these, and I feel like because I used to be like booked up on boho,
yeah.
and now I don't have any boho. I've been doing Miracle Nights every day,
Oh,
every day.
I know. I was worried. My daughter said the one who did. She was like, "You can do that yourself." I'm like, "Who, girl? No." Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Um, and then I didn't know if my hair was too. It's thick, but it's fine. I don't know. I got weird hair. Everybody be like, "You got kind of weird
Yeah,
hair."
like thick, but when you blow dry it out, it's like
Fine.
fine or
Yeah.
thinner. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, "Is my hair gonna hold?" So I was like, "Nah, I gotta go to somebody. I'm not even finna play with myself."
Hmm.
Talking about do it yourself. Because I was on there, like, you don't need to pay nobody for Miracle now. I'm like, hmm. Oh, I choose you.
Right. And then if you want like your parts nice and you want it to last a little bit longer, like
Because I would have been crying and fighting with the head right in a little ponytail. Like,
I'm telling you.
mm-mm.
Because I did my own hair and it took me as a braider, it took me 4 hours. So
Yeah. And I know how my daughter be coming out. She'd do her own hair, but she didn't want to do nobody else's hair. And she'd be looking at even us like, I don't want to do your hair. That's why I was like,
yeah.
leave her alone.
Hmm. So I don't know. I'm like, I'm interested to see though,
Yeah, because that's
kind of what
all I
happens.
see.
Yep.
Miracle nuts.
Everywhere.
Yeah, with all in different types of hair too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, straight hair. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
This is the mother of 43-year-old Crystal Krug. In a few seconds, she's going to find Crystal's lifeless body inside this
The straight is
garage.
cool, but it's just like easier to unravel. You know, the curly hair, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
But when I do the straight, I usually like do like a really small slip knot to try to hold it longer. But because it's human hair, that knot gonna come out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you braid it and stuff. I mean, when you brushing your hair and stuff. Yeah.
For the last 4 months, this man has been engineering the most calculated homicide plot Colorado has ever seen. Creating fake identities, manipulating Crystal's children, and setting up the perfect scapegoat to take the blame. He believes his plan is bulletproof. The police will spend weeks chasing a ghost and eventually arrest someone else for the murder he committed. And despite nearly perfect detective work, his plan works exactly the way he intended. Husband said there was a notice stalking her, threatened to kill her. Oh my god. This can't be true. This is Crystal Krug, months before her murder. She lives here with her husband, Daniel Krug, and their 3 children. Both Crystal and her husband are well educated and seem to have built a comfortable life together with their kids. But behind closed
Thank you.
doors,
I appreciate you. And I'm here to help if you need any help with anything. So definitely let me know.
dealing with a stalker obsessed with her, sending her constant
They can
threats.
last.
Watch her memory.
I've had mine in my hair for
Crystal
2 months.
check her
I'm
car
about
for
to take them out
GPS
this week
trackers or anything that
and
could
redo
explain
them.
how the
But
stalker keeps finding her. In
I feel
reality,
like
the stalker is much closer
mine
than
been in two
anyone
months
could have
and
imagined.
my roots grew out a lot, but I can still wear like cute styles to cover it up. But I would say, yeah, 2 months would probably be my longest. I would say to keep them in. And then it also depends on like the person and their hair, how their hair grow, you know, their preferences, like how they like their hair to look. Some people hate it when their hair start growing back. Some people don't.
Searching the vehicle top to
So
bottom,
some people like the
but
old
finds
look.
nothing suspicious. So before leaving, he offers Crystal a few safety recommendations and reassures her that they'll keep looking into her case. Not long in the course of the investigation, Broomfield police receive another call, this time from Crystal's husband, Daniel, reporting a break-in at his home. An officer is dispatched to check things out. Unknowingly, this encounter will be the start of one of the most calculated murders the United States has ever seen.
Mm.
Recently, and we realized the spare key that we keep in the garage is motive. According to Daniel, the only thing that's gone is their spare house key. If someone stole that, it means they are done and might have plans to come back at some point. The officer advises Daniel to change their locks immediately while police look into who this intruder might be. What no one realizes tonight is that this is no random incident. It's the opening move in a plan that's been forming for months. And this break-in is just step one. 9 days after Daniel reports
No.
the break-in, his wife Crystal wakes up to another uneasy morning. For weeks now, she's been receiving strange, anonymous messages and a growing sense that someone out there has an eye on her. Until now, none of it had a name attached, but a faceless presence that kept getting closer. But today, that changes. As Crystal gets the kids ready for school, makes her morning coffee, and heads out for work, her phone buzzes. She glances at the screen and sees a name she hasn't thought about in more than 20 years. Jack and
Nigga. Oh, oh no. He's stalking her. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. How you doing this Saturday evening? Wait, a while to call the police though. Even a stalker law and all that.
But I'm like, but I don't know how serious they take, take some of these things.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Because I know even domestic violence, they be like, okay,
Hmm.
and then
Next thing you know, something done happen. Yeah. It's bad.
But it's like the digital, that shit. Woo.
Shouldn't be doing nothing the way these cameras are set up.
Right.
She got him everywhere. Back of her car, at her job. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you need to build your AI agent to
Right.
take care
I'm
of your
like,
back.
hold on, let me just, okay, let me do this
Let
real
me look
quick.
into this.
And my daughter be too. She's like, you need to get on ChatGPT and have them. Da. I'm like, girl,
Girl, for real. I use it for my debt pay down, my credit, everything. I use it for all that
I sure
stuff.
did. When I did it before, I did it like old girl with the spreadsheets and all that. I was
Hmm.
like, where was that at back when I did it?
Okay. But you know what? I still love my spreadsheet.
I
I
know.
still love my spreadsheet.
My husband be laughing
I'll
at
be
me.
reconciling every week because I want to
Yeah.
see, like, okay, what I scheduled, did it go through? And that helps me keep track of what's going on
And I
because I
tried to
don't like
get,
auto pay.
right, I don't like auto pay. I tried to get apps, where you can do digital, but I'm like,
So I do use YNAB. So that's my
okay,
favorite.
okay. I
Um,
try that one. But
yep, it's you need a budget. That's what the YNAB stand
yeah,
for.
you need a better, but yeah.
You
I
need a
tried it.
budget.
Okay, yeah. So I did try that before, but I could spreadsheet. I don't know what it is.
So I use my spreadsheet, but I still use YNAB.
Okay.
So like what I do is I have my spreadsheet with all my bills and expenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I use YNAB for like what my actual current balance is on my bank account, like with all my things scheduled. So you know how like sometimes you may have like, let's say for example, you got 2,000 in the bank
Mm-hmm.
and then you done pay like 10 bills, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they're $30 each, right? So that's 300.
Mm-hmm.
But your balance in your bank still gonna be 2,000 because you made those payments, but they haven't came through yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to use YNAB and I basically put those payments on there early. And then when they come in, it automatically matches them
Okay.
because it's the exact information, right? And then I use YNAB to see like what is my actual current balance. So that's how I use it. And then once the payment comes in, it'll automatically match it. And then when I go in to reconcile, I just look at my bank statement and YNAB to make sure that everything that I scheduled cleared the bank.
Yeah, you're right. You
Yep.
just need to clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would just leave a cushion, like, okay, let me
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
more
And then just
besides.
schedule it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, because I'm trying to pay down debt too. So I'll be having to be like more strategic. Like, okay.
Yeah. Think about it. Like, where you
Mm-hmm.
put this and that, what you doing.
Yep. Plus save at the same time.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And I think and it was crazy for me because at first I could just, okay, let me transfer this to my Navy Federal. It's out of sight, out of mind. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't close ones to just go to because I don't have like a card to like pull it.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what happened. At some point, I just started old school. Let me pull the cash out, save it at home. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
then I'm like, ooh, would that make me nervous? Because, who knows what could happen, so.
At home. Yeah. Somebody rob you or
Exactly.
something, then now your life savings is in a shoebox. Yeah.
Yep.
And the bad thing about that too is that you don't know where you're at. Yeah, you ain't getting no interest, but you also don't know where you're at.
Yep.
You know, you throwing $10, $20 in there a day, but you're not keeping like no log or nothing.
Now that I did do.
You
I
are
would
like
do
keeping a log. Okay, well that's
I was
good.
like, let me put
Shoot,
like a
that's
little
good though.
frame for like every time I know I get to a thousand, I'm like, oh, okay, empty.
Oh,
And then I would deposit that and then come back. Especially for
okay.
prom with money.
Yeah.
So it's
So kind of
almost
like an envelope system.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Because I
Now
did
that's good.
a financial piece years ago with Dave Ramsey, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
envelopes, cash on, let me do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's good.
yeah.
Yeah. Once I get this debt paid off, I'm definitely gonna be doing some different things.
Yes, yes, it does. Well, you know what? In life, economy, everything, live and learn. Because I'm like, listen,
Hmm.
I did that as a single mom, 2 kids, paid that off with Dave
Okay.
Ramsey, built my habitat house, and then married, moved over here. Da, 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 but okay, got to do that again. I'm like, oh, okay,
Hmm.
I got to figure a way out.
Yep.
So,
Life happens. Yep.
and especially with college, I'm just like,
Y- Yeah. With your daughters in college.
yeah,
Hmm.
let's see.
Events.
Oh,
The whole nine.
yeah. And then that's what I like. My husband, we was like, I remember they had layaway because I used to even use that whether we had it or not, like around Christmas time. Like, okay, let me
Hmm.
spread everything out, start early. And
Yep.
he's like, I realized they took layaway away, but they just didn't have to pay Klarna, all of those things. And
Yep.
he was like, I like to. He tried to get me to understand it's the same thing as paying for it just over time or something. Because I just be hesitant sometimes, but.
Yeah. And it depends on which one you're using.
Hmm.
Because some of them don't have any interest. So that is good.
Yeah,
If you're paying interest, then that's when it could be,
yeah,
like using a credit card. You might as well just do that. Um, but I use them sometimes like for supplies and stuff like up front.
yep.
And then
That's true.
once I do my client, then I'll pay it off.
Yep.
So sometimes I do that. I have like a whole sheet of those, like my payments for those. So that way I could pay them off early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's usually what when I tried it, I was doing it for clients too. Because I noticed on my businesses they started offering it. I was like, hey,
Hmm.
okay, I had a website. I offered, and a lot of people did like it too.
Yeah.
Um, So I was like, oh, okay, this works. But then I think for me, it just be sometimes out of sight, out of mind, which is why I was like, okay, yeah, what you're saying with you need a better budget is more detailed. Because I would just put on my spreadsheet, like, this how much I need to pay.
Yeah.
Or like I paid off early, so it's like, okay. But
Yes.
yeah, because I would tell myself, like, I don't want nothing coming out my, because to me, it's like an AC, it's an ACH
Hmm.
job, but it is.
Yeah, it
So
is.
I'd be like, hold on, I need to, like,
Yeah. So I on my spreadsheet I have like the due date, and then I have it automated where if the due date is within 7 days, it'll highlight a certain color. So then when I go on my spreadsheet, I know that okay, within the next 7 days I got these things due.
yeah,
And then I can just select them and see what the total is.
right.
And if I want to pay it now and get it over with, or if I want to wait on it. So that's how I be doing
Okay,
mine.
that makes sense too. And I think, yeah, see, you're seeing it versus me. I'm in my head like,
Yes, I need to see it. I
no,
gotta see it.
yeah,
If I don't see it, I'm gonna be anxious and like,
okay,
and
yeah,
wonder like, did I miss something? Did I pay something? Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially with not doing auto pay, you
yeah,
really gotta be on top of it because now it's not coming out automatically.
yep,
But that's another thing with like being self-employed 100% too. My income is irregular, so it's like I have to manage it a certain way and pay things in advance so I can stay afloat or stay ahead. Yep.
yep.
Yep. Who that?
Come on.
Oh. I need to see that. It was a husband all the time, or
I
what?
don't know, because I mean, at first it was a loop. I thought there was a loop to that at the beginning, so that's why I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, but then it was the stalker thing, right?
Right. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, it doesn't take any time. It's a really quick style. Yeah, I find myself being able to watch it too. I get caught on braid videos all the time. He was there.
That's what I kept thinking. Like, where he at? He came, he called, but
Yeah,
you would think he would come home. If you can't reach him, unless he out
exactly.
of town.
But how he the one calling, or she called him first
They saying he
without
called,
calling
yeah,
911?
to see. He called 911. They saying because he couldn't reach her for a couple
Oh,
hours.
because he couldn't reach her. Okay. Mm. So it gotta be the husband there. 'Cause who else could it be? That's still in the area.
Right. I just don't understand why don't get the divorce. Like, just split up. Like,
Yeah.
every time I see this, I just like, what is going on?
And whenever they do, it's always the money. Just follow the money. Most of the
Marriage
time, ain't
house
it?
status
Yep.
updated. It's like,
Yeah. Yep. I watched one yesterday. He thought he was gonna get the insurance money. He done hired somebody to kill his wife.
oh, murder for hire.
He thought he was gonna get the insurance money. He called the company after she dead. They said, "Sir, you're not listed as the as the beneficiary." And they said, "Oh," he said, "What?" He said, "Can you tell me who it is?" They said, "No, we can't give you that. It's confidential." They said she changed that.
Ooh,
Yep.
she knew something
So
was
he
up.
was real salty.
Yeah.
You done did all this for what? Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool. The History Channel. I think we actually create a lot of methods on our own. There's more than one way to do everything. And like they say, what, right? More than one way to skin a cow. And you have to apply that, depending on the client's hair, all of that too. So guess that's where the expertise comes in at. Mm. Yeah. Thank you. He over there falling out. It's always one that's falling out.
Oh, so she missed it.
No. Right? Oh my goodness. No, that's why you don't give kids access. Dang. Mm. I know what you mean. So, do your eczema cause you to have scalp paralysis, like, or real bad dandruff? It lasts up to 8 months. I mean, not 8 months, 8 weeks, 2 months. Some people keep it longer, but I wouldn't recommend that. Mm. Hmm? Oh no. Why them cameras off?
So I'm like, what the? Look, can't do. I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. That's all I'll be watching all day.
Right. I'm about to go home and watch it. I ain't
Okay.
doing nothing else because I was like, okay, after my head, I'm gonna go home and watch some more. But I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
This on what
YouTube.
YouTube? Oh,
Hmm. This one is, let's see what channel this is. Dr. Insanity. It's a good one.
I see, right? Because I'm like, hold on,
Hmm.
because you got watching Lifetime.
Yes. Oh, I'm a lifetime here too.
Because this one a new one today, I think.
Is it? Okay. But see, I can't watch it when I'm doing YouTube because the copyright. So when I watch when I'm doing YouTube or going live, then I just watch, just watch YouTube.
Okay.
And I'll be cool. So that's when I watch these shows.
Yeah.
I watched that one. What was that?
I'm trying to see what it was.
It was Mary J. Blige's collection.
Like her, yeah,
Yes.
her. So this was the latest part because she did the other ones.
Yes, I remember the other ones. Yeah, I watched all of those.
Yeah, and it was this one came on maybe a week or two ago, or not soon.
That's a heck of a narrative.
Okay, just finished today is with Tammy Bone.
Okay.
Was she a basketball player?
Yes.
Okay, double trouble. That's the
Oh.
one that come on today.
Okay. You know, she was in another Lifetime movie, the one where she was the auntie and she took the daughter. Remy Ma was the mama, and Remy Ma
Oh,
had the baby, and Tammy Remy Ma had some type of heart attack or something, and she had to be in the hospital. And Tammy was her older sister, and but they had some type of beef amongst each other.
yeah.
And I guess Tammy like abused Remy Ma when she was a kid and stuff. So Remy kept her child away from the family. But because she was like in a coma or something like that,
Yeah.
and her sister was her nearest relative, they let her get the daughter. She had her locked up in a basement.
Okay, yep.
It was
Okay. Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, this was the one with from a
Okay.
couple weeks ago. Yeah, 'cause they had, it was Mekhi Phifer and all of them.
Oh, I
That
ain't
was a
seen
good one.
Makai in a minute.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is the one. I'm gonna have to watch that one. And then they had one, the dating app killer. I must have missed that.
Mm.
With Leela Rashawn, because I'm like, she been in a couple of
Leela
them.
Rashad. She always played crazy to me. I don't know if she played crazy in that one.
She the other
Was
one,
she
she
the
played
one
like a
being?
girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Um,
The dating app killer. That's definitely based on a true story, I think.
yeah, they said that too. It was another one we watched called Tempted to Love with I thought Gabrielle Fancy from Jamie Foxx show. She
Yes.
had a couple of she'd be in a lot of their movies too.
Oh, okay.
They push my points.
It's always the ones that seem incapable. Mm. Thanks for watching. It don't make no sense. A dude from high school,
Right, like I ain't never heard of. I'm just like, how old is she? Like,
right? She got to be in her 30s at least, right?
I'm like, okay, and right, like what? She probably like,
Yeah, where's Anthony at? Okay, because he really ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay, exactly. He said, okay. He has no clue.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
He gonna be like,
Right. That part. Daniel. So Daniel is the stalker. Hmm. Sound like Anthony. Mhm. It's a
AOL.
long time
Right.
ago. Real instant messenger, girl. Mm. Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely days we was at the public library.
Yep. Definitely in the computer lab.
Remember them little dial up things coming in the mail?
Yes. Used to be
Good
using all
wait.
of them. Get on that.
360 minutes. Ah.
Somebody pick up the phone. Oh, my God.
Uh-huh. You done messed up my connection. Sorry. Two different voices.
Start saying,
Now he crazy. Mm. Die. Why you gotta die? Thank you. Thank you. At his office.
I know he didn't do all this from work.
From work. He did all this from the office. Now, close the account. Right? It's too much. And it was a picture of him getting in the
Right.
truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He set up a
Yes.
tripod. Like, oh my goodness.
Ah, he had to put effort in.
I mean, just
Just
to
to,
just laugh.
yeah.
Just to just laugh. Like, what is going on?
Exactly. If you don't feel loved and like she gonna die for you or whatever, he said,
Right.
he could have just left. Nobody keeping you there. 'Cause it sounds like them ain't even his kid. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I just don't be getting it. Cause now you going to prison
Right. So
and
now
them
you
kids
lost.
know that you killed their mama.
Right. You definitely lost the time. It seems like he
Exactly.
had a little bitty, a young child.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy. He's analytical at work. Okay.
Which at this point I'm disappointed in him because if he's so analytical, ain't no way.
That you did this. If you
Like,
got caught like this.
yeah, like
Did he think they wasn't gonna look at his camera usage and security?
right, like especially in this, it was the blue painter's tape on the ring camera for me. Like,
Okay.
what? And also, everybody got cameras, so neighbor, they getting all the angles. Like, what
Hmm.
is going on?
Exactly. And then what he thought they're not gonna find Anthony? That wasn't hard for them to find for
Right.
real.
Mhm.
She wanted to what him? Divorce?
Yeah. Well, I think they saying like family members asked. Somebody asked him, "Was it you?" And he said no.
Oh, okay. Like he gonna say yeah.
Right. Come on now.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and admit. Mm. Oh. Dang y'all.
He's so analytical. I'm so disappointed in him. So,
He ain't do no research.
and I mean none.
And he did Google searches. Oh my God. Of course. Of course. Hmm. He didn't do it directly. He had somebody else do it. He the one stalking and doing from work. So he probably got somebody else working with him that took that picture. Where he set that tripod up like this to
Right,
him.
like this is crazy.
That's what he
Like, what?
get. Oh no. Mhm. You too. In Avondale.
Yeah, I'm like, put one up. They be black. They don't. They don't do it color.
Yeah. They sing black too, the names, right?
Yeah, and they put pictures of her.
Oh. See, I had got the phone thing.
Yeah, I did too. And I checked the news or
Facebook.
and it said something. I was like, oh,
I wonder if they found it. Really? I didn't see it. Dang. Hmm. So they don't know she in this tote box. Okay.
I'm like, crazy.
Hmm. They probably only gonna know because it's mail.
Right. Which makes me think about Nancy
Yeah, and they said signs of, or they found her clothes by the water, and that it was blood on them.
Oh, okay, that's the next. I'm like,
That was this morning.
okay. I'm like, what? Something just seemed off.
It's really off. I just don't know who and what. But the fact that they said like she needs that medicine or she will pass away in 24 hours, I'm like,
Yeah.
she got to be on.
And I'm like, that's so close to Mexico too. That's where people cross and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's true. She ain't been there. Mm. Mhm. She's trying to get them away.
Sean's claims are frankly terrifying. Not only does he suspect his mother of stealing from Patricia and using her money, but he thinks she may have even murdered her. Accusing your own mother of committing such a terrible act is something
Yeah.
officers need to take seriously. However, there's no evidence to suggest that Carol had even harmed Patricia, let alone killed her, so these claims feel drastic, unfounded, and premature. Officer Cherubay seems to have felt these claims were over the top as well, so he would lead John to the station to file a missing persons report. Additionally, he wants to learn about John's history with Carol. He thinks she may have killed Patricia. Alongside John would be Carol's ex-husband TJ, who claimed to have important information that could help solve the case. So when did you basically last see your grandmother eye to eye? Probably after Halloween, beginning of November, before I went to North Carolina. I came back from North Carolina on Thanksgiving, so I didn't see her. Went there on Christmas, didn't see her.
Oh, she been gone a minute.
Hear your voice, or have to call me. Hear your voice. Oh, I'm not too well for a check. I threatened that a couple weeks ago. Yesterday, I just cracked the final vote. And now you haven't had any voice contact with her since Thanksgiving. Texting me off her phone or off her Facebook. I know it's not her just because the work city is not how I hear the thoughts. When was the last time you saw Carol? Like, I call Carol, period. Carol, Patricia. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll play Patricia. Oh my God. Yeah, like Patricia. Contact with Patricia, yes. Yeah, right. It was around Halloween time. I did receive one text message the other day stating that she was, so I called up Carol, and my daughter was hanging out because my birthday this weekend. Carol said, I guess I'll text Carol. Why? You know, it's my birthday. You were supposed to be celebrating it. And I thought, you, Carol, and Allison are supposed to be celebrating it Sunday, your birthday. Right, and then I get a text message from Carol and Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom, but it says somebody holding her up, sending over the cards and giving her title to house and insurance stuff so she can get that stuff fine Monday. It's kind of when Carol types it comes up kind of misspelled. It's there's not glasses and stuff like that. The only
Right. No shit.
Remember how Carol said that Patricia moved over to live at her sister's house? Is Patricia here? No, she's not here. John visited that house, and Patricia's sister claimed that she hasn't seen Patricia in over 5 years. And she was mentioning me today that we were there with the cops, saying that she was found, but messaging my dad that she was found, you know, she wasn't there because the cops were there. My dad screenshot me while I'm sending those messages. Okay, can you email those to me? One thing I do know, and I mean, in this type of situation, I'm hoping it's more true than it is the other, is, I don't know, like I said, I don't care what's been doing it. I mean, like, old days, like, you can use for, like, take a picture of you, and I have, take a picture of you doing this, and then, so, I mean, she's always gonna cry liar, especially when she's off her meds. She does take, lots of meds anymore than I had the over again, right? I'm sure you get her list of meds that she was taking, and then she lost her, therapist, so she has not
Mm.
taken medicine for the last couple months.
Who? Carol?
And they got the little girl there with your daughter there with you.
Right.
Social media, like Messenger, calling her Haley, texting her, update, and then on 12th of January, texts me off her phone saying, obviously, you can get over and move you here. I can have her call me. I need to hear her voice because she never does this. She always calls me. Even no response. These interviews have clarified why John would go as far as saying Carol had killed Patricia. She's been lying to them for months. Nobody's been able to see or speak to Patricia. She happens to have a decent surplus of cash that the family has been pulling from. And remember, on top of all of that, Carol lied to police about Patricia's whereabouts at the doctor's office. The evidence makes it abundantly clear that Carol's not telling the truth and trying to hide something, and it's likely something horrifying. So police try and visit her house a third and final time, but this time, they are leaving without answers.
These are called miracle knots. The thing about these, you really need to know how to do a basic braid. So stick around. I'm sure you'll learn it. What's she talking about? I can show you a picture of her. Right?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Someone better not ring in there.
Right. Because I'm so disappointed. It
Okay,
didn't.
because she didn't have time to put it on silent. So it better not ring in there.
But it's been since October. That phone should be dead.
Yep. Unless she got it and she steady charging it and
True.
communicating with
Oh yeah,
people
that's true.
and going on Facebook and stuff. Thank you, guys. But he said it didn't sound like it. It didn't sound like her. Thank you. I've had mine in for 2 months, and I wash mine like every other week. So you can definitely wash it while you have it in, but you definitely don't want to like scrub your scalp with the shampoo and stuff because you don't want your hair to be frizzy or to like manipulate your scalp and stuff. So if you're gonna shampoo it, then you have to kind of just like rub it in and then rinse it out, and then make sure that you can condition it to kind of kill that frizz. So that's what I would say. Um, yeah, I have kids. I have 4 kids. They're all 21, 23, 25, 27. You're welcome. I have a video of that too. I just haven't posted it on YouTube yet. I'm sorry. I'm so behind on content, but I definitely have a video, washing video showing that. So I'm gonna work on that this week, getting some stuff edited and scheduled. Thank you. She don't have any sleep. They got an excuse for everything.
Enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he mad.
What's going on? What's going on in your life? Her hair that we get to the bathroom. Yeah, that's odd because she left for the night. Wouldn't she want to brush her hair in the morning? Carol was caught lying through her teeth multiple times. However, despite all of that, detectives couldn't get the consent to search her property. This leaves them in a tough situation. It's clear Carol is lying and hiding Patricia's whereabouts. But
Of
with no
course, she's not gonna
solid
get
evidence,
consent. Y'all
they
gonna have to
can't
get
be
that
certain of
warrant.
Carol's involvement in the disappearance. But luckily, the police had a trick in mind involving Carol's current boyfriend, Ricky. Since Ricky has been living in the house with Carol, he has the authority to give consent to areas of mutual access. In
Okay.
this situation, that allows
Okay.
officers to search the majority of the property
Okay,
despite
Ricky.
Carol's objection to the search. As long as Ricky doesn't have any involvement in Patricia's disappearance, he would have no reason to object to a search of the property. Hey, how you doing, sir? Tell yourself. Not too bad, you, Ricky? Yeah. Okay, step back here. Some of these detectives want to talk with you. Detectives? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, they'll talk with you. Um,
So I think you saw Patricia, like physically saw her in person.
physically saw her. It's probably been about a month.
Would you mind coming to the station with us? So we can just sit there and talk?
What's this about?
Well, we want to find Patricia, but we're getting,
She's out of her sister's house?
no.
How long you have? She's lied on me or?
Who's lying on you?
Like Carol.
Carol.
Yeah. Because she's the one that told me that she was at her sister's house.
Thankfully, it seems as though Ricky has no idea of the crimes. More importantly, he would agree to a search of the property, granting them access to most of the home. If they discover anything serious, they'll need a search warrant to investigate it further, but a cursory look around the property is now fully legal. They begin by searching her backyard and cars.
Help. Huh? Tell us what it is. Oh, well, tell us what it is. What's your name?
After coming up empty in the backyard, they check the last remaining spot. Carol's garage.
Boyfriend's here.
Yes, the crochet hair comes in straight here too, and body wave.
I mean,
Oop,
all right.
my stomach.
In here, so
I'm hungry. Hungry.
oh wow, I see. Hold on, I don't know. Hold on, I don't know. I'm not just. Oh, he's looking. I don't. Nothing. I think I opened up that Braids under this for bloody towels. It stinks like a dead body. He came, swear to God. Huh? For what?
If it's in there, or if it wants
For what?
if
They're
there's,
searching for a body.
yes, if there's one. Yeah, there's a body.
Where?
You see the legs in the far corner.
Okay.
I'll go see the thing up there.
Somebody said he was back here, but he didn't see everybody. That's his boyfriend, he just showed up, and they're looking. I just opened up a big plastic storage bin and, smelled really bad, it was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So, it's kind of where we're at. Well,
People turn right there and what about
everybody was saying, people with brothers, we need to find out what they're calling options, because they were saying he was like in the back there yesterday. He was coming and going, somebody might have said,
There's
yeah.
still moisture on the top of that. I open it, there's still moisture on the top, so that's not been in there long.
And there was somebody we gotta talk to over there. They said, you know, the door was open yesterday and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was gone. This dude? Who's boyfriend is he?
This is the, here. Actually, this is coming out.
Not only had they found Patricia's deceased body in the storage bin, but the body still wasn't dry, meaning the murder couldn't have been more than 2 months ago as John originally suspected. This terrifying scene couldn't have made the truth more clear. Carol Ray had killed her mother and had been covering it up for weeks. However, she may not have been the only one involved in this. Ricky had been staying at the house for months now, and the cops believe he had to have known about the murder if he'd been living beside it the entire time.
But if he knew about it, he wouldn't have told them they could look, right?
That's right.
Carol, Go ahead and stand up for me.
Uh,
She know she just like,
Drop
look.
your hands that
uh,
way, okay?
go ahead and stand up, Carol.
You know where we're going, but I suggest before I think about what you need to tell us, okay? Put your hands up. I might have notes on you from there.
Following Carol and Ricky's arrest, both would sit in a jail cell while they waited for detectives to arrive at the station. Multiple hours later, they would bring Carol in for her first interrogation.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here. The further we let this keep rolling, the further it's gonna get without you being able to, you know, shed some light on this, okay?
The goal for this interrogation is not to get Carol to confess, because she obviously did it, but to determine a motive and figure out if Ricky was also involved.
Can you say something about wrong or something like this? Because it's like an accident. I'm just doing this so I can explain it's right. You explain the truth.
What she say?
If she say something, it's gonna come out wrong. But she ain't able to, say the right words or something because
Oh,
it was an accident.
I don't ask any questions if you want
it
to
wasn't
get
no
out.
accident.
You can do that. At the same time, once I tell you the rights, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
Cause how she get in the bin? Did she cut her up?
Right.
That's when I can't get with the accidental. It's like when you
Right.
hide them and do all this and lie. Exactly.
And I was like, don't break into the glass window or breaking down the door a little bit. And kind of like, got running down the hallway and had my finger on the trigger and I could see it. But I was not running, but walking back down the hallway. And I hit with my right foot to front. And I looked at that hallway and I feel like this. And it went off. Doing things, I shook her shoulder and then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, Mom. And on the floor. And I noticed that this energy was coming out of her mouth. And I thought somebody had broken the window or something like that, where they do loud crash.
If a suspect is highly emotional when recalling an event, they will often have trouble remembering certain details in that moment. You'll often notice the suspect unable to form full sentences and stuttering in their speech. But Carol shows none of
Alicia,
this.
what hair? What length of hair did you get? 18 or 20?
18.
18 inch.
This implies that her story of events may be inaccurate, and the murder wasn't a mistake like she claims. Now that they've heard it, however, the detectives would be able to search for evidence that explicitly countered this story, and that didn't take them long at all. The very next day, they brought Carol back out of her cell and into the interrogation room again. Throughout this interview, see if you can spot the information that the detectives found specifically for this conversation, and watch how they use it to break her story apart.
Yesterday, I know, said you're walking down the hallway, I heard a noise at the and the rigger. You're walking the owls or 30 trips. You click on use your own trigger and become one off, right? So your mom leaving, and then I think you said you start thinking out of mom. So right away, I was on and it freaked me out and I got it and his shoulders underneath. Underneath. It was just that
The cops are clearly
I'm
trying
going
to
to show
come
y'all
across as
something. This is
understanding
the
and compassionate to
difference.
Carol, but if their main goal was to make her feel
See
comfortable,
that?
they wouldn't have sat her in the corner of the room and positioned themselves
This is a
between her
small
and the
one.
door. They
It's
want
good
to
for
eventually
miracle
make her feel
knots.
so cornered
This
and
is your regular
pressured that
big
she
one that
lets go
comes
of
with
the
the
truth.
hair.
So from
It's
now,
hard to
this
get
nice guy
through.
demeanor is a complete
So
fact
definitely
that the
invest in one of
detective took
these
over
if you're
for
doing
as he
these.
tries to get her to talk as much as possible.
So after that happened, obviously we found your mom in the container that they were gone. Now, obviously the concern is kind of understand how she got there, but you gotta explain to me, because to me it seems like your back and everything to do this by yourself. So can you walk me through? I understand, obviously, panic, everything's not 10, you're freaking out, and that's your mother you love, right? And so Kate was waking up, Kate kind of walked through the minutes after all that happened. Let me ask you this, was Ricky there that night? I was 3 years old, Ricky. I don't feel happy that I'm gonna walk in.
Remember, an important part of this interrogation was to figure out if Carol's boyfriend Ricky was also involved to any extent. At the moment, Carol is claiming that he wasn't on the scene at all, as they'd recently had a number of arguments. The cops would have a chance to interview him later on, but for now, there's one question regarding him that they just can't seem to get their heads around.
So, okay, so I also was gonna do, Ricky wasn't there. Kind of your baby waking up. What happens next? Did you leave your mom on the couch? Did you move her somewhere else? You understand that? Very hard to understand. Obviously, Robert, the panic, right? I mean, I can picture myself in a situation, panic, you got your daughter there. Where did you move? Where did you move her from the house to where first? We found her in the garage. She moved anywhere before the garage. Right in the garage. Okay, so this is where I'm concerned with Rick, your mom, and I know this is a hard detail to get through. Picking up your mom, there's no way you're picking up. How did you do that by yourself? You're saying Ricky's not there. Did Ricky come over and help? Do you have him help you go? Who told you? Are you afraid of fellas? Are you afraid of Ricky? You know, you're not to be afraid of fellas. You're scared of me.
Carol remained completely silent for almost 30 seconds after she was asked this question. The cops are right to assume that she's scared, but it might not be for the reasons they think. She could be scared of Ricky and the consequences of implicating him in the crime, but she could also be terrified of the situation she's in. She's going to jail for a very long time. There's no escaping that anymore, and that's a scary reality for her. Whatever the reason is, though, the cops are still doing their best to give her a moral excuse or
Thank you.
justification for what she did, so
Yeah,
she'll talk a little more. She panicked, and
and we
anyone would have
just
done the
got
same. The
through
best thing
like
she can
half
do to
of the
make things
hair,
right
so
is to tell them
yeah, so
exactly
we're
what
almost
happened.
like done with the plaits, and then I'll go in and add pieces.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you know what happens most often
I like to do it that
is,
way, so that way it's like
you see
even.
from accidents, half of all the time it's sad, right? I've seen someone get in a car accident, they smash their car, they take off, left or front or behind, they hear it on the news, and then the lines keep going, and they're like, shit, I should have stayed, but I didn't, right? That's a mistake that you think I should have, but I think, I don't want to keep revisiting, but I have to. How did you get the computer pass all that stuff in the garage? Is it possible somebody else can move it for you?
The cops are really focusing on Carol's inability to physically move Patricia to the garage, as to them, it was a clear sign that somebody else had to be involved. But at this point, they're not getting anywhere. Unfortunately, this isn't conclusive enough evidence to implicate anyone else, and it's not getting Carol to talk. But that's okay, because the detectives have one piece of evidence.
Carol might be kind of strong. She
For
might
this
have been able to
very
do it.
moment. The true, without a doubt,
Because he didn't seem like he knew. And I feel like he wouldn't have said, yeah, if he knew that she was in the garage.
And they found some puncture wounds in her neck. Puncture wounds. Not a whole scar, but actually fresh puncture wounds in her neck. How did those get there? You know? Never anything after the fact. I'm not saying you were killing her, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying maybe grab and maybe she was suffering or anything like that.
No, they don't.
But here's what I don't want to get caught. That once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a cause of death, it should get a cause of death. It can be really bad. So we have to get everything out and out to try to do something with those wounds that don't cause those wounds or anything like that. So
want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those punctures to her?
A gun accidentally going off and killing someone. Unlikely, but believable. But two fresh, deep knife wounds that Carol hasn't mentioned a single time? It's going to be extremely hard to explain this one away. Not only does this imply the murder was completely intentional, but the fact that Carol hasn't mentioned it means that she knew that was the case and wanted to try to cover that part up.
That one of the words in your mouth, don't mind to implicate anybody that's not implicated, or if it's more trouble, there will be more trouble. But as we investigate and continue to investigate in the days and weeks.
You going to jail, Carol?
More things are gonna come up, I'm pretty
I
certain.
thought when they said some fresh wound, I thought they meant like a little, she done took it for real, not like.
Yeah. She doing real stuff.
Did you actually not have a mistake? Did you actually need it for Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, you understand where these things can be answered, but it's not. And saying to this, let's go ahead and control it. Did you freak out after you shot her and she was still breathing and you weren't sure that's like, no, that's going to be like this? Absolutely. I wouldn't know. Did you really kind of say like it sounds terrible, but like is she alive? Okay.
At this point, the interrogation has been going on for over an hour, and Carol clearly doesn't intend to deviate from her story despite all the new evidence. The detectives are still no closer to obtaining a confession or any information about Ricky from her, so they figured they've got no choice but to speak to the man himself. So later that day, they bring Ricky in for an interview of his own and attempt to get the truth out of him, whatever it may be.
Do you have any idea what's going on? No, I don't. Yeah, nothing. Somebody at the house said something about Patty is not at her sister's house where Carol was telling her that she's bad. When was the last time you physically seen Patty? You may call her Patricia? Yeah, Patty, Patricia, and call her Patty. I physically seen her it was like a month and a half ago, before Thanksgiving. How often do you stay at the house on this? Every day. Been there except for
I charge $150, and then the client pays for the hair as well. So whether I provide it or they get it, they pay for the hair out of pocket, basically.
All of the detective's questions. He also seems exceedingly calm and as though he's just trying to help the officers out. Right now, he definitely isn't coming across as a murder accomplice or a blackmailer, but there's still plenty of time for the cops to catch him out.
What about Carol the keyboard? Is she a job? Is she going anywhere?
What did he say, Carol to what?
Did she
Oh.
work?
I thought he said Carol the Keebler.
You never know, because this was so interesting. I'm gonna be
I know, right?
no work.
Carol's a fairly little. You know, where she had no money to, she got nothing. She said she had a joint bank account with mom. Carol didn't anything strange or suspicious to you or different? She's bipolar, so I always said that she was the world's greatest actress, because I can't tell when she's making a tear in her eyes. And there's something bipolar. They're both liars. And I can find my robots before. I can tell her she's been feeling like distant. Ricky, I mean, I don't really necessarily know you, obviously, but you seem pretty nervous to me. What's going on? Is there something you're nervous about? I'm not nervous about anything. Where did you sleep now? Mostly in bed. Where did sometimes I was. Where's Alice? Mostly in her bedroom. Let me ask you about the garage. You ever go in the garage? Yeah. Never? Hardly ever. When's the last time you think you were in the garage or on the premise?
They trying to get
I
him.
think we went to look for a screwdriver. She's, I think it was early December. It was 7 weeks. Did she have you go look for her? No, she's gonna work there.
They trying to get
Compared
you,
to
Richard.
Carol's interrogation, this one seems extremely laid back and relaxed. It feels as though there's a big chance Ricky genuinely just doesn't know what's going on. However, the cops do pick up on the fact that he's a little nervous. He's finding it hard to look the detectives in the eyes, and he seems a little
Who wouldn't be
soft-spoken.
nervous?
So, to clear things up fully, they decide to put the pressure on big time to see if he breaks.
Ricky, we have a problem. We have a real big problem. I think you know what it is. And I think you need to be honest and upfront with us. So we're going to give you the opportunity now. Tell us what really happened. What happened? What I told you. I'm not talking about the little details we've been asking. I'm talking about with Patty. Patty, she's been at his sister's house. Is that now? We know Patty's deceased. Patty's got a gunshot wound to her. And she was found in a closed night garage.
Oh my goodness.
You know, so you do something more than history. Because here's the thing, Ricky. There's investigative tools we have. We're going to find out exactly when she died, where you were when she died. Which I'm betting you were in that house, and you know exactly what happened. I never had a problem, Patty. I'm not saying you had a problem with it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you know something. I don't know anything. I swear. You don't know this woman Carol. She has followed my head. She cheated on me behind my back without me knowing about it.
She has what on him, Angela?
She said she crazy, but I'm like, if she all this crazy, what he with?
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, I love you too, baby, pops up on her phone. Why are you listening?
Okay.
To make things work because I love her, I love her house, and I said she's my home.
He love the house.
This is not the reaction a guilty person would give in this position. He's never defensive and he never gets annoyed. He just tries to explain things exactly as they are. He's not upset that he's been caught. It feels like he's upset that he'd ever be accused of this. He also gave a few pieces of information that could be backed up by the detectives, such as the fact that Carol had been cheating on him and that they'd been in therapy. In just 5 minutes, detectives went from assuming him to be the main accomplice to completely discounting him as a suspect.
I'm in Arizona.
Carol, however, completely stayed in the spotlight, and it was eventually assumed that she acted alone and with intent in Patricia's murder. It was determined that Carol killed Patricia all the way back in November and hid her body for roughly 2 months before John had caught on to her act. Although Carol never verbally confessed to the crimes, she was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a
4
firearm,
hours from
and
you.
larceny of $20,000 or more.
Better hop on
She
that
faces life in
flight.
prison. Ricky was let go with no charges.
I got a client flying out here from Texas to get her hair done for her birthday. Oh, thank you. I got them done yesterday.
No, answer the question. It's a talk. No, figure out what's going on with you. I'm fine. What did I do? No! Bitch, y'all pulled me over for no reason. I was in the parking lot. I was literally in the parking lot. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Open the door. I'm breaking your window. What window it is? Everything I have. Here's my money. You're acting like a child, sir. Driver's license, sir. Hand it to me.
What's wrong with this dude?
This is not nice for Donald. Suspended license, okay? Why don't you run?
Let's be honest, sometimes our emotions, they get the best of us in the worst moments.
Where did he come from? Out the passenger seat?
Yeah, you might find yourself in cuffs. We're going to learn from the mistakes of 5
Oh, you got a
suspects
cousin
who
in
escalated
Kingman.
the
Okay.
situation when faced with law enforcement. Welcome to
We're in
After
Phoenix.
Hours, presented by Law and Pride.
About
I'm
like
Sam Bowler.
2 hours from Kingman, I want to say.
We begin today's After
Yeah, that's
Hours in
going towards
Farmington, New
Vegas.
Mexico, where officers are responding to a 911 call about a woman acting erratic. Police approach the woman's car up on the curb on the wrong side of the road.
Hello, ma'am. Hi, I'm Officer Mason.
I'm just going for a walk.
Okay,
You're going for a drive.
you're parked up on the curb here. Is everything okay?
I'm great. I'm just gonna go to Jerry Clayton's. And then I'm gonna go to No Worries Bar to find a draw Travolta.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you know where I'm going. Thank you for checking on me.
Now, can you
What?
step out?
No, you about to get out the car.
Ma'am, I need you to step out
No,
of
I
the
don't have to drive.
Ah!
I don't have to step out of
But
here.
you do, ma'am.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
parked on the curb in the wrong direction. On the street. Okay. No. I need you
Oh.
to get out of the vehicle. You do
Uh
not
oh.
put the vehicle in drive.
Uh-oh.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Step out of the vehicle, ma'am. I do not want to put hands on you, okay?
No, you're not.
I'm asking you to voluntarily step out. Officer Mason. Yes,
I'll get
ma'am.
out.
Okay, will you? I'm gonna step back.
And then
Please
you're
step
gonna
out.
my car over there.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna touch your car. That's your vehicle, okay?
That's my vehicle.
But I
Tell me
need,
to step away.
but I need you to step out.
No, you don't.
So, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and
What's
step
my
out.
name?
I don't know your name. You
Then you
haven't
can't
told
tell me
me.
what to do.
Okay, ma'am.
No, keep your hands off me.
Then step out of the vehicle.
What did I do wrong?
This is
The
not
curly
ma'am, I'm
hair
asking you kindly to please
is
step out on
Beauty
the floor.
Queen hair
Why?
from
Because I
Amazon.
need to talk to you outside
No,
the
for
vehicle.
what? They tell me
Yes,
inside.
ma'am.
This is a recording vehicle.
We are also recording, okay?
Good. I
Thank
don't
you
care.
so
You're
much.
safe, okay, as long as you
I'm
do
going to
what
my
I
house
ask
around
for
the
you
corner.
to do. Ma'am, I can't let you drive this vehicle.
Good. I'm gonna park it and I'm gonna walk.
No. I need you to
I'm
step out
having
of
a
the
good
vehicle.
For
day.
what?
I just
I
told
hope you
I
are
need to
too.
step
Why?
out because you're parked on the curb facing the wrong direction on the street, okay?
Then can I turn you around?
No, ma'am.
I can't drive away from you.
No, ma'am.
You're not gonna let me walk away.
God has blessed me
No, answer the question.
to enter my own building every day and do my
I'm
purpose
fine. What did I
and
do? I
make
lived
women
there.
look beautiful.
She gave me
So
money. I lived there.
I
lived
am
all
very
over.
grateful.
I don't even talk to you.
I need your half of the story. We have one caller,
I'm gonna call
but I
Scott
need to
Nicklin.
talk to you.
I'm calling
Okay.
Scott Nicklin.
I need you to step out of the
No, you
vehicle.
don't.
Yes, ma'am.
No,
Yes, ma'am. No, please don't put it in drive. Do not do that. Now,
I'm not doing anything.
put it in.
Tell me why I'm arrested and what's my name. All right. Take a color. Taking color wants to know.
Out of the vehicle, ma'am.
What did I do?
Out of the vehicle.
Gabby, what did I do? You
Out
tried
of
to
the
kill me.
vehicle. I need you
I
to
step
step
out
out
of
of
it,
it.
but you have to tell me, what's my name
You
again?
need to step
What's
out
my
of
social
it. Okay,
security
you're
number?
gonna step out of the
What is
vehicle.
my social security
Now
number?
You're welcome. Right.
And they have everything. They have everything. Kylie Jenner type. Stormy. Stormy. I'm Stormy.
Wait, did she say she Kylie Jenner? She got stormed?
That's what she said. That's what she said.
All right, now we're gonna stand up, okay?
You ready?
I'm gonna roll you to your side.
One more to touch. One in my person.
Okay. You can watch everything we're doing. Would you like to sit up on
What is my name?
Would you like to sit up
What is
there?
my name?
Okay, I'm gonna let you stay right here, that's fine. But you're gonna stay right here until we're finished,
You're about that right.
okay?
Make sure you have that paper you took from me, because that lady wrote it.
It's right here, ma'am, it's on the ground. What is your first name, ma'am?
Well, you did this to me. You tell me what my name is. All right, listen. I'm not telling it again. My name is Carrie Ann Martha Collett. Okay.
Okay.
Are we on record? Remember? Don't be around. Don't. You just want to shut my mouth. What I do? Sit me up then.
I would like to, ma'am.
Ryan Overturn.
Sit me
Ryan
up
Overturn.
there.
Jason Overturn. Uh-huh. 505, 325, 1995. 505, 325, 6022.
Law enforcement stays focused on containing Carrie even while she's spewing random names and numbers.
Ma'am, do you have anything sharp on you that might poke or stab you?
Absolutely not. Take all my clothes and make me naked.
I'm not even looking naked.
Yeah, she already drunk high something. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going home, sweetheart.
We're gonna sit you up on your butt now, okay? We're gonna put you around, we're gonna stand up.
Call a tow truck right now and haul my car. Call a tow truck and haul my car. I can sit on the road.
You're not even gonna say
Where am I going?
jail.
For what?
For this officer was trying to talk to you in your vehicle. What does this say?
Whatever.
She said whatever.
Know my name. What's my name, sir? And your name, Estrada. What's your name? Look at me. Kathleen. Shut the mouth.
Oh,
My name is Carrie Ann Martha Collett. I'm looking for Jacob Brian Collett. No, I should sit right here. We stay all day, remember? You like to have a show.
Not really.
D Hall, D Estrada.
Scoot in, miss.
No.
Scoot in.
For what? So you can sit here and make a plan and know where you're going? This happened to me in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, you know.
No, you're not in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You're in Farmington, New Mexico.
Well, I still live in Cedar Rapids. I don't know. I have Medicaid. I have insurance.
Medicaid. My Lord, thank you for a solid mind.
What's going on here?
Because this has been going on now for a week.
Okay.
So, yeah, police were called 3 or 4 days ago. I came over today. This is an Airbnb. They have guests coming in on this side.
Okay.
It's a duplex.
Okay.
So they live on the other side. So I came over today to pay the cleaning people, and she brought out money for utility bill and gave it to me. And then she asked me.
Thank you so much for watching.
Put on the door on the 15th.
Yeah, we're about done now.
She does not have the right to the living room.
So,
That's a very long story. These two invited her in out of an ad they put in Marketplace. She's very, very sweet. She's very super sweet when she's okay. Okay, so they didn't know her. They invited her in. She's been here a month, two months maybe.
Okay.
So don't know why she's made this big switch, but she's just off. So she gave me the money and then she asked me what that was about, and I said, it's a notice telling you you have to leave tomorrow. And she said, why do I have to leave? And I said, because of the way you've been behaving, and your people are afraid to be with you, and how you've behaved towards me. And then she just went off.
Okay.
She just went off with crazy talk, and some of the stuff she says, I don't even know what she's talking about. She says, anyway. So I have posted a 3-day notice of eviction.
Okay.
And then tomorrow I'm supposed to go in and start the motion to have her removed because she doesn't intend to leave, she says.
She still got stuff in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, so she said, well, I'm calling the police because she wanted her money back. And I said, no, I'm not giving it back to you. And so she said, well, I'm calling the police. I said, okay. So Ben came home, and I said, let's go stand over here by my car. She has claimed she's called the police. So we come over here. She gets in her car, and she pulls around, and I thought she was going to run the back of my car. I was standing back there. I thought I was going to get hit. And then she just started running.
And it's been like this. We've had multiple people. This is whenever she grabbed him, and this is the part where she.
She started running on her horn, and I have new guests coming in.
Right.
Did you guys record the entire incident that happened to them?
Yeah. And then she just parks right there, hops. And then she just hops till you guys pretty much get there.
So she's been living here now for a couple of months, and this just started in the last couple of weeks. But she's been very threatening.
I have videos of everything. Last night she was talking about it, threatening us. She told us multiple times that she was accused me of raping.
Okay.
And she's just mentally not all there. Like, whenever she moved in, she was perfectly fine. We all enjoyed her well-being there. I enjoyed her. She was like a mom figure. I'm not sure. The last, I know she was like a peacemaker.
Oh,
So-
pacemaker.
Yeah, peacemaker.
Sounds like peacemaker. That's a revolver.
Oh, wait, what did she have?
She did tell me when I first met her, and she was very sweet, that she has PTSD.
Oh, okay.
I was like, there was an incident with the hospital doctor back a few years ago.
Are you guys gonna be staying right over there in this area for just a bit? Can we come back and talk to you guys?
We'll just stay here.
Thank you guys. 3 days earlier, Carrie's landlord posted an eviction notice on her door, giving her 36 hours to vacate. But Carrie doesn't intend on leaving. Officers enlighten the rest of the squad with the new intel.
But does she have any history of drug usage or like mental?
So she said she had PTSD, right? PTSD, so she lives right here. So this is
Thank
the
you.
Corner?
This one and then the one on the inside. So the one over.
Oh, thank you so much. I try to have good energy,
Harassing for tenants.
and treat my clients well.
So then they're like, hey,
I think that's a natural thing, but I also been doing it a long time, so I know how it feels to be a client, and I want people to feel the same way that I would want to be, want to feel, right? Supposed to treat people the way we want to be treated, and I live by that.
Yeah, 'cause the thing is like she's in an obvious altered mental state. But I don't know about 47 if she's not taking anything yet.
Thank you so much.
Did she have a history?
Yeah, it was about a 3-hour job.
The sergeant arrives on scene and quickly gets
Like a
all
little bit
the
under 3
highlights.
hours, I
It was
think.
controlled, so it's probably level 1, but I had to do a vehicle extraction because she threw it in drive. Yeah, she was parked up on the curb and then she like turned it on. I was like, no. And she's like, I don't have to get out. I was like, you have to get
And the
out.
good
And I was
thing
trying to
is,
get her started
this
to get
style,
across
you
the
don't have to
street.
dip it or
She
anything,
threw it in
so
drive. We ran over, opened the door,
pretty much
put it back
good to
in
go
park,
when
and
you're
threw her
done.
out. So yeah, good luck. Yeah. And we're trying to figure out what it is, if it's just altered mental state or if it's actual like narcotics. Because we didn't find anything in the vehicle, but she's just talking about all these.
She did crazy.
So she's getting evicted from where she's decided she lives right. It's a duplex. So they live on the southern side of it. So we'll find out what she is.
I don't think so. I no, when we pulled her out, I don't think they were standing there. They might have been behind the car. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Jason Thornburg. I'm one of the sergeants.
Jason Thornburg, everybody, come just take my penny off.
Okay, ma'am.
Ready with Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil.
So she did say something about her. I swear she said Kardashian and I got Stormy. I'm like, what?
All three? Okay.
Landlord,
So she tripping? Is that what she?
Sir, can I just talk to you real fast?
Who is Stormy?
That's one of the Kardashian kids I thought.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is one of their kids. Okay. Yeah, I'm not caught up on the. I'm not. What is it called?
I don't get too
Me
much,
either,
but
but
that name.
it do. It sound very familiar.
Yeah.
female officer, they started getting kind of alarmish. And then this officer here was driving her down, pulled up, and he ran over, and then he got into it with her. And then they pulled her out of the car. They took her down right there. We were started there.
Okay.
And then he pulled his car over there while she had her held down. And then he went over there and put her into the car.
Okay. Anything the officers do?
Thank
concern
you. We used. It was 145 strands. So depending on
Thank you so much.
what size packs you get or bundles you get. That would depend on, what you get or whatever. But yeah. So this is like 145 strands. So I'm just putting in the extra ones right now. And yeah, but yeah, like 140, 150 strands gets you a really nice look. So
GABRIELLE.
Anytime the officers use force, the sergeant has to come and just talk to
thank
anybody who may have
you.
seen what happened. Just make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So once the
Yeah,
officers
very
got
carefree,
here, can you tell me what
versatile.
you saw?
Get it wet, lightweight, very lightweight.
But I felt like Carrie Ann kind of pushed her and kind of moved her, like, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Okay.
She's like,
Like from the driver's seat?
yeah, from the driver's seat.
So even if you decide to do more than
My dad started yelling
150, it still won't be heavy on you.
being mad because it's going on or something. And she just started acting crazy. And I told her the officer to open the door. Because Carrie Ann said that she would gun on her. So I just told them to like have a gun or not.
She told the officer that, or?
I told them because I went inside.
Oh.
Whenever I went inside from work, I was gonna go change, and then I heard her. I was shove a gun down her throat. She started hurting.
Okay.
Anyway, that's whenever I told them. I let them know.
The dispatcher, or?
The dispatcher.
Okay.
So, she came around. She opened up the door and then took. And I don't know if she used physical force. I just told the lady officer, like, can you please step outside? What's your name? And she kept saying, you know my name, and started yelling at her. And then the other officer pulled up. He opened the door, and then after that, I was like,
Okay.
Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video, please. I appreciate your support. Ooh, nice piece.
Carrie's charged with 2 counts of battery upon a police officer. Her attorney filed a petition for pretrial preventive detention, and it was granted. I also want to thank Morgan and Morgan for sponsoring this episode of After Hours. Every week with After Hours, the people and the body cams we cover, it proves how scary and unpredictable the world can be. And let's say, unfortunately, if you're injured or if you've ever been injured, you can turn to Morgan and Morgan. They're America's largest personal injury firm with over 1,000 attorneys. How do they have so many attorneys, you might be wondering? That is because they win, and they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan saw multiple million-dollar verdicts, all of which were considerably higher than the highest insurance offer. They do not settle for lowball offers. Seeing if you have a case can be done in 8 clicks or less. You don't even have to leave your couch to start one. Also, their fee is absolutely free unless you win. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/afterhours or click the link in our description and pinned in the comments. Next, we're heading to Raymond, Wisconsin, where officers initiate a traffic stop on a driver not wearing a seatbelt on the highway. John Thomas is cruising on the interstate when things quickly go south.
WRTs with the Racine County Sheriff's Office stuff because your seatbelt isn't on, and we're actually up. You put it on and we're going behind you. I watched you. That's not true. You look like that.
Gotcha. The fact that they think they can get away with it. Okay, you didn't ever say nothing. That's the crazy part. Right. Look how pretty that is, guys. Yes. That's what a little moose do. This dude. What kind of drugs are you on, sir? Tell me now.
And the wife's just like, hold on, let me get this man picked up. Like,
Okay, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you watching. And I hope you guys have a blessed Saturday evening. God bless you and see you soon in a minute.